Good morning, everyone. Now we will learn about introduction to programming. Here, a computer is an electronic device. Computer is an electronic device that takes input. That means computer will take input and do some processing. Means it does some processing means computer will take input and that input is processed and it produces the output. And a computer also have the capability to store the input and output for the future purpose. That means computer will stores the input and output for future purpose. Now the components of a computer. A computer has two components. Here hard disk and software. That means hard that means hardware means hard disk and some physical components. Software means mm, that means set of instructions. Now we will learn about hardware, the physical equipment connected to a computer is known as hardware of the computer. That means the components which are connected to computer and which are physical. That means we can touch, we can use it. It is called as hardware. Examples of hardware are keyboard, mouse, monitor, etc. are the hardware. That means keyboard, mouse, monitor, DVD player, and CPU. These are our hardware. Next, software. Software is a set of programs. Program means a set of instructions. That means software is a set of programs, and a program is a set of instructions given to a computer. Now, an instruction is a statement that instructs the computer to perform certain operations. That means an instruction is a statement. What it will, the instruction will tell what instruction will instructs the computer to perform some operations or some process like that. Next one. Next, software is classified into two types: system software, application software. No, here see computer. Computer contains hardware, software. Software got two types. We learned it. System software, application software. What is mean system software means the software which used by system, like operating system is system software, compiler is system software, and application software means editor is system application software. dbms stands for database management system, which we use in which we in this we use SQL commands, SQL languages. SQL language consists of three types of commands: DDL, DML, DCL, which are used to represent the data in tabular form by using rows and columns. Now, compiler. Compiler means a compiler is a system software that converts source code written in a programming language, usually called as high level language. That means compiler is a system software. Compiler is a system software. It will convert, it will convert source code written in a programming language, means high level language. The high level language means C++ all and it is converted into um, computer language, target language. That means target language may be an assembly language or machine language. Target language means assembly language or machine language. Okay, now here the source program means high level language is sent to compiler, then the compiler will converts the high level language to machine level language. Next, creating, compiling and executing a C program. Here there are four steps in creating, compiling and executing a C program. First, we'll follow the steps. Writing and editing the program, that means we will write the program, we will edit the program, then compiling the program, the program is compiled, then linking the program with the required library modules, that means we will link the program with the required library modules, that means in as include stdio.h, as include string.h, like that. Then we execute the program, that means there are some steps as shown in the figure. First, here the programmer, you think he is a programmer, first he use the text editor and he will write the sample C program, some sample program. It may be adding two numbers, multiplying two numbers, declaring an array, anything it may be. Then the sample code is compiled, then we know that what compiler will converts source code to machine language, that means this is the source code, it is converted to machine language. Machine language means binary language, it means a binary language contains zeros or ones, it is represented in zeros and ones only. Then this object code, that means machine language is linked, is sent to linker, this means it contains the libraries like hash include stdio.h, hash include string.h, like that. Then it converted into executable code, then the processor will runs and gives the result, the result is the output. Next, writing and editing the program, that means here we will learn how to write a program and editing the program, doing editing, that means the software used to write the program is known as text editor, that means text editor is a platform where we write the programs, text editor is a platform where we write the programs in C language. Then the text editor helps us to enter, change and store character data, that means text editor will make us helps us to enter the data, change the data, store the data. Next, after writing the program, the file is saved on the hard disk, that means after writing the program in text editor, it is saved to hard disk. This file is known as source code file, that means the file which is stored in hard disk is called as source code file and is input to the compiler, and that means this is input to the compiler, the source code is an given input to the compiler. We know that compiler again it converts into machine language. Okay, compiling the program, the source code created must be translated into the machine language, that means the source code which was written, that should be converted into machine language, that so that the machine can understand that languages. Machine language means binary language, that may be 1 and 0. This is denoted by this work is done by the compiler, this total work is done by the compiler. Before compiling, the preprocessor reads the source code and look for special code libraries, making substitution in the code and prepare the code for translation in the machine code. That means before compiling, preprocessor will do what preprocessor will do, preprocessor will read the source code and preprocessor will look there is any libraries or there is any code preparing for translation in the machine into machine code, then it translated to machine code. Here the compiler then reads the preprocessor's code and return in object code in machine language to a file. That means compiler will reads the pre-processed code and write in object code in machine language to into a file. Next, linker, linking the program. A C program is made up of many functions. That means C program is made up of many functions. Some functions are part of source programs. However, there are other functions such as input output and mathematical libraries functions that exists elsewhere and must be attached to your our source programs. The linker assembles all of the functions and creates an executable program. That means C program is made up of many functions. No, so functions that are functions such as input output mathematical libraries functions like that must be attached to our source code. So the linker assembles all the functions and create and create an established program. Next, executing the program means here once the source program has been linked once the source program has been linked, it is read for execution. Sorry, it is ready it is ready for execution. To execute a C program, it must be loaded into primary memory. That means first the C program is stored in hard disk, then it is loaded into primary memory. We have primary memory, secondary memory, so it is loaded into primary memory and is done by a software called a loader. This entire work is done by loader. Then to execute the program, we use an operating system commands. Oh, sorry. We use an it may be output system commands, I think, such as dot slash a dot out to get an output. We use this. You know that after typing a program, we will type gedit space. For to creating a program, we will type gedit space our file name dot c. After writing all the program in that, we will do control save and control quit, then we will exit it. Then again we will write gcc space file name dot c. Then at last we will write dot slash a dot out. Then the program is executed and results are displayed. After entire this process, that means the program is executed and the output is displayed.